So how are you enjoying the party so far, Pam?
Good. Great turnout.
A lot of great people here.
Yes, there are.
So happy for you, and enjoy your retirement.
Thank you.
So how are you enjoying the party?
The party's wonderful. I'm so glad it's this popular for Pam Cline. She deserves it. She's been around for 32 years, and she's one of those special people that Dundalk High School has had.
You're retiring as well, and you just had a retirement party, what, 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah, April 28th. It was a wonderful time. It allowed me to see a lot of people from a lot of years. I've had people as far back as 1977 who came to the party. Really important people, people who shaped my life as a teacher, made me realize that this is the profession that I really should have gotten into, because there was a lot of times I didn't realize if that's what I wanted to do. I didn't really like school as a kid, kind of hated it, and I always look at this type of scenario: when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And so I had this opportunity to teach, and I figured maybe I could give something back. And the response I got from that party and the people who have come by to see me kind of proves to me that there is this piece called that you make a difference. And I'm kind of humbled by that.
Yes, well, you've launched a lot of different careers in the industry, so yeah, that's a lot to be proud of. And even though some of these people did become very well known themselves, they still took the time to come back and see you. So that was really great to see those people come back to let you know how much you meant to them.
Yes, I've had a number of people who did that at the party and do it quite often every day. I have one here today from Miss Cline, Tim Saul from WMAR TV, who we really trained him to be a broadcaster, and he's here because he respected the fact that we gave him that opportunity. And he took advantage of it. I have a number of students, and it doesn't always mean broadcasting. They've gone into some things. I had a student who came back to me right after the party and said, "I would like to come by and see you." And I said, "Sure, go ahead." And I didn't remember the student, really. But he said, "I need to talk to you about some things." He said, "I was going to drop out of high school like 2 or 3 months before time to do so, or to graduate." And he said, "You came by and you talked to me about what it was like to not graduate and what the problems you would be having." And he said, "I kind of took that into account and I didn't drop out." He's now an engineer at Whiting Turner. And he said to me, he said, "I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't have talked me out of not graduating." And he said, "I just wanted to thank you for that." And I'll be honest with you, I didn't quite remember who the student was because I've taught so many, but just to hear him come back and say that, "I want to thank you for my life," and I've had a number of students who do that. That's what it's all about. It's not about the dollars, it's not about the money, it's not about how many things you can do with what you have. It's about what you put in society. And to have those people make a living and to contribute is really what teaching is all about. If you want to get into teaching, that's what you need to look for, is that piece that says, "I've made a difference and I've put people in positions where they can possibly be a credit to society."
Well, I graduated in 1981, and I really didn't know about your program so much. I was going to vocational school and kind of missed that because I was only at Dundalk High half the day. But I actually wish I would have known more and would have been able to get into your class, because I love making videos now, and that's the direction that I'm heading. So I've been following what you've been doing and talking to your students, and they only have the best things to say about you. Now, what, in your 42 years experience, or was it 42 and a half?
42 and a half.
42 and a half years of experience, what kind of advice could you give other teachers moving forward, and what would you like to say to everyone else about who is going to be filling your shoes? I know that from the last party, these guys have developed a friendship. What would you like to say about that gentleman as well?
First of all, if you can reach one student, just one student every day, that you can, and we have a lot of students have a lot of issues, a lot of problems that you don't have any idea what's it about. And they could go home, they don't have a place to live, they don't have food, they don't have this. So they have a lot of issues in their own life. But if you can reach one student who you can say when they walk out of your classroom that they've learned something, that's the goal. Just one. Doesn't have to be the whole class, just one. And that's the Bible I've gone by. And you know, usually you get a number of kids who do learn something. In terms of the person taking my place, it's Chris Wojcik. Chris Wojcik started out at the middle school, Dundalk Middle School, and he came up here at a request from Tom Schuldeis to teach English, and he had some experience in TV, but he's had the ability to learn broadcasting the way I've wanted it to be taught, considering we're the only broadcasting completer in the county. But Chris has taken everything I have put down in the curriculum and has utilized it and has even made changes to it to make it better. And I don't think there's anybody better than Chris Wojcik to take over this program. I feel that if I'm alive and well enough to walk at his retirement and he's still here, I'll be here supporting him. And I told him anytime he needs my help, all he has to do is ask.
Well, it seems like you will be going to some ball games anyway, some Oriole games, and sharing information as you go forward, and he goes forward in his career at Dundalk High. Now, I have to say, I never met Pam Cline. She actually came, I could tell by her cake, shortly after I had graduated. But getting to know her just the time that I was around her last time, she seems like a real fun person and has a great personality and a good sense of humor. So she must have been really nice to work with in your time that she was there working with you.
Well, she's a unique animal in the fact that she is a teaching librarian. We don't have that many teaching librarians anymore. In fact, because of the way Baltimore County has now decided to do their operations, they've decided that libraries are not that important. They've decided that libraries should essentially be more digital, where kids can pick up things automatically on their phones and so forth. I understand, I got this digital aspect. But some people really need to deal with a book, to really look at what's set up in the written word. And Pam Cline is that type of librarian. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of space for those types of librarians. Baltimore City just laid off 24 of them. And I think librarians are very important to continue reading concepts, because we have a ton of students who don't read properly, don't even think about reading. And that's where that library comes into. So it's a shame that we don't have a lot more of her to follow her.
Well, I'd like to thank you for doing the interview, and it was very nice to see how the Pless family, meaning the extended, well, it was nice to see your family and how proud they were of you and all the work that you've done at the last affair, at your retirement, and also how everyone that came was part of your extended Pless family. So thank you so much for doing so much for our community in Dundalk and creating so many careers and actually caring, because I think that one thing about teaching is sometimes that the one person you wanted to reach, they just need somebody to care. And if somebody cares, they actually can see that someone cares and they can actually move forward.
You hit the nail right on the head. It's all about caring for kids. Our kids need a lot of care, and Dundalk is a second home to me. I'll never forget it. It's been very good to me, and I really hate leaving it, but I'm always a phone call away.
And I'm hoping that we run into Dundalk TV, my YouTube station, runs back into you a little bit later. We hope to see you later, and that you do some very interesting stuff in your retirement as well. I heard you're not one to sit around idly. You'll find something to do. No,
got a few things in the works, so we'll see what happens in the next 3 or 4 months. Take some time off and evaluate, but I think things will work out well.
Okay. Enjoy your retirement, Mr. Pless.
Thank you very much.